Hey, what's going on? Thanks for clicking on my video to check out my 1963 Impala SS. This car is for sale. It's located in California in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am going to walk you around the car, point out some of the features, any of its flaws, show you the interior, point out some accessories, show you the motor, fire it up, just give you the full walk around. If you are interested, feel free to leave a comment, reach out to me, and I'll get back to you if it's still available. But like I said, it's located in the San Francisco Bay Area, and once again, it's a 1963 Impala SS. It's got a 327, it's bored 40 over, it's got forged pistons, comp cam, and some carb work, and it is mated to a 700 R4 Tranny. This car runs killer. This is my fourth Impala, but the first one that I've had that wasn't mated to a Power Glide. And I gotta say, this 700 R4 makes a tremendous difference. This car runs killer. It's super fast. Kind of came up with the term, it's a low rider, but don't mean it's a slow rider. This thing gets with it. It's kind of cheesy, I know. But let's check out the car. It's got a jet black exterior paint. Paint coat on this car says when it came from the factory it was Palomar red, so it was repainted at some point during its life. It's sitting on 13-inch straight-laced wire wheels. They're about a month old. I just put them on. Got a little trim piece around the gas tank door. It's got dual antennas. Try to keep it real, super real with you guys. Paint is not perfect on this car, but I mean, as you're seeing, we're walking around, it's in direct sunlight. It is definitely a 5-footer. It looks killer. I think if anything, it could probably use maybe a wet sanding in some spots, but I mean, as a whole, you can see it is super reflective and a nice paint job. A couple little chips. I don't know if you're gonna pick it up. There's one right there. Go Giants. A couple little blemishes right there. I don't know if you can see them. I'm not seeing it on the camera, but a couple little blemishes on the paint right there. Oh yeah, I updated the headlights, LED halos. I haven't wired up the halos yet. That's next on my list of things to do. A couple little blisters on the hood. I don't know if you can see it, kind of right there in the middle. I don't know what the cause of that is. I don't know if it can be rectified with wet sanding. But like I said, as a whole, this car is super presentable, really clean driver. And it's priced at $37,500 for an SS, which I think is totally on point. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's got some imperfections that I'll try to point out to you to the best of my ability. But as a whole, this car is a good looking car. It runs killer. It'd be one of those things that you can work on if you decide to buy it over the course of your ownership. Let's check out the interior. I ran the VIN on this car, and I think originally it had a full black interior, so that's been changed at some point as well. But this is super presentable, really nice, no holes, killer headliner, intact package tray. Just a really, really nice car. Black carpeting. There was a pretty cheesy like SS insignia right here that was like black vinyl and cut out really poorly, and it brought more attention than it deserved, so I just kind of took it off. So there are those little sewing holes in both door panels, but I think they look better than what was there. Accessory flasher. Nice center console. Some gauges, updated stereo in the stock location, clean dash pad, no cracks, nice seats, and a really, really nice headliner. Like really nice. Not a hole in it that I've ever noticed. Yeah. So that's the interior. Get a close up on these wheels. Like I said, these are about a month old. Just put them on. Oh, this car's got front disc brakes. You may or may not be able to see through the wheel. It's poking through a little bit. With, I believe they're Wildwood Calipers. I have to double check the paperwork, but I believe they're Wildwood. I'll set this gimbal up right here, and I'll fire this car up for you. Sounds good. It's a really clean 327. Just a nice runner. Sorry, it's really bright. Edelbrock carb. I believe it's an Edelbrock intake. In the paperwork I have, it says those valve covers came off of one of Dale Earnhardt's cars. I have no way of substantiating that, but I thought it was funny. Nice brake booster. Super clean. All right, show you the trunk. This trunk was like fully carpeted when I got the car. I was a little suspect on that. As you'll see, you can still see some of the like stock paint, but there is surface rust. There are holes that you may or may not see in this video. There's some pinholes in the bottom of the trunk pan, which is a bummer, but it doesn't like impact the drivability of the car. It's just, you know, if you want a perfect trunk, you're probably gonna have to replace that pan. And then the guy hid this from me, which is about a hole the size of a fist right there, which is at the base of the spare tire perch. So just trying to be super transparent, no surprises. As a whole, the car is super clean and really presentable. And since I've owned the car, which has been a couple months, those are the items that I have found that, you know, kind of impact the rating score on the car. But like I said, it is a super nice Impala. It's an SS, and it's available. It's located in the San Francisco Bay Area. Let me know if you have any interest, any questions. Comment below. Feel free to share, like, all that YouTube stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.